Howdy and welcome to another brief review. I'm going to talk about Equate Beauty Skin Soothing Gel Moisturizer with Aloe Vera. Now, I've tried Equate brand aloe vera before. It was great. It had a fragrance that made me think of the water park or a public pool. For some reason, it just made me think of a water park or some sort of public pool. That's just the fragrance it made me. It made me think of like summertime swimming or something. It had artificial colors and a sort of strong fragrance. So I felt like only trying that one just one time, just for shits and giggles. But with this one, I noticed they have a new one that has no fragrance, gentle enough for all skin types, helps soothe dry, rough, or sunburned skin, fragrance-free and dye-free. So this one, unlike the last one that I tried that I highly doubt I did a review video on it. I really didn't care at the time. But this one seems to be a new version that doesn't have a fragrance or artificial colors, because having artificial colors is the worst in stuff that permanently stays on your skin, like moisturizers and food, because that is where it is most highly absorbed. That's why I try to avoid artificial colors in anything like that the most. I try to avoid them as much as possible in general, but when it comes to stuff that you eat and stuff that you apply to your skin, like on soap, it's one thing. I still don't really like it that much, but on stuff like this, where you apply it to your skin and it stays there for several hours, small amounts of that get absorbed through your skin. Your skin is very absorbent. So that's why I try to avoid these harsh detergents, these harsh chemicals and all that nonsense. I try to avoid it as much as I can because it's just not good for you. So this one, it really doesn't smell like anything. It smells like nothing. The first ingredient is water, alcohol, glycerin. That's really all I smell, is like a very faint alcohol kind of smell. So water, alcohol, glycerin, aloe vera leaf juice, polysorbate 20, which is a thickener, carboner, trithylidine, I can't say that one, carbidyl glycol, benzyl alcohol, penzogyl. I'll just show you the damn ingredients. Okay, you saw it. Pause the video. So plastic bottles, recyclable, made in the USA. Of course, the pump is not recyclable. I don't know why the pumps are never recyclable. It's made of the same damn plastic as the bottle. It's plastic. There's many different types of plastic, and the majority of it is recyclable. I don't understand why the pumps, just on just about anything, soap pumps, shampoo pumps, conditioner pumps, lotion pumps, all these pumps are never recyclable. It says empty and discard pump. Pump is not recyclable on this one either. This was about $3.50, and you get 16 ounces versus the Fruit of the Earth brand, which I believe is 12 ounces for about $4. So this is definitely cheaper, and neither brands of aloe vera gel really have any questionable ingredients in them. So I would say both of them are good. This one is pretty moisturizing. So let's give it another test run. From the few times I've used it, it does absorb pretty quickly. It doesn't leave any greasy feeling. It absorbs pretty quickly, and it doesn't really smell like anything. Just has that like very faint kind of alcohol kind of smell. I'm not sure why they put alcohol in it, but it is what it is. I'm sure it's just another binding ingredient to get everything together better or something. But it's already absorbed, and post applying this to my hands, I do feel a very slightly sticky feeling, which aloe vera has a sticky kind of feeling. So you know that there's real aloe vera in this one. Because Sometimes they just put some sort of aloe fragrance, like they say there's aloe vera in it, but really there's nothing in it at all. The best way you can tell is if you have any sort of sticky feeling after it fully dries and absorbs into your hand. Your hands should feel very slightly sticky, not in a bad way. It's not a greasy feeling because my hands are dry. That's just how aloe vera feels. That's just how it is. It has a sticky kind of after feeling, but there's no residue. There's nothing like that at all. So it's not like I'm gonna get like grease and like prints all over my phone, or if I touch something, like if I'm on the computer and like typing on a keyboard or this or that, I'm not gonna leave anything, any sort of residue behind. My hands are perfectly dry looking, but it does definitely make my hands feel pretty soft. Just from using it right away, my hands do feel noticeably softer. Any sort of like scaly kind of feeling and like dry, irritated kind of feeling, which I most commonly feel on the top of my hands. I feel any sort of dryness and like scaliness in this general area. Definitely got rid of that right away. Even though I don't really have that very often, but every once in a while, if I happen to be washing my hands a little more than usual, because ever since the whole sickness going around over the past couple of years, everybody, including myself, have just been washing their hands more than usual. So it has just made me want to stay clean a little bit more than I normally do, which sometimes if I wash my hands multiple times within like an hour, the top part of my skin just feels like it's getting a little bit dried out. So this definitely helps with that. This is about just as moisturizing as a lot of different lotions out there, but this absorbs a lot quicker. It doesn't leave any of that kind of residue that a lot of lotions leave, because a lot of lotions that I've used over the years, they take a lot longer to fully absorb. No matter how little amount that I use, it always takes longer to absorb. So I'm always having to sit around before I get back on my phone or I go back onto the computer or really touch anything, because I don't feel like leaving like this wet, greasy, like whatever. It's annoying. With this, I don't have any problem like that at all. That's why I like aloe vera gel for moisturizing. I mean, depending on the lotion you get, I mean, of course, that's always really great to use every day too, but this is also even better if you don't feel like waiting around like an extra couple minutes for this thing to fully absorb so you don't leave anything behind on whatever else you're touching. This is also really good for if you've been out in the sun and you happen to be out there just a little bit longer than you probably should and you forgot your sunscreen. This will definitely relieve. Aloe vera is anti-inflammatory. It does so many things. So it'll definitely soothe any sort of sunburn that you have, and it'll help you get rid of the sunburn a little bit quicker. So overall, I definitely recommend this one. This one is pretty close to being the same kind of quality as Fruit of the Earth brand, but you get a good amount more for a little bit less. This one's like about a good 50 cents cheaper, and you get 4 extra ounces. And it does come in a high quality little pump that is very ergonomic, very easy to grip. It has a little indent right here, so you don't have to worry about like your hands slipping off if you have butter fingers. Oh, I love butter fingers. Or if your hands are already slippery from using it on one hand and now you want to use it on the other hand, it just has this little indent right here, so it's easy to grip and you're not going to be finding your fingers slipping off it every time you use it. So I definitely recommend this one. You can go get it at Walmart, assuming that they have Walmart wherever you live, because like the majority of people that watch my videos aren't even in America, which is where I reside. They're in like other parts of the world, like Europe or something. But if they do have Walmart over there, I would definitely say pick this one up, especially because it is officially summertime. Summertime saga. Oh! Shut up! Anyway, this is perfect because summer technically isn't for like pretty much another month, but it's already been summer in the desert. Anyone who knows me and watches my videos, they know that I live in the hottest part of America. It's always hot here. At least it's dry. Because I hate humidity. I can't stand the humidity. Damn it. So that's the only good part about living in the desert. It's hot as shit. But it's dry. Because I find myself sweating 10 times more in high humidity. It does get humid here during the monsoon season, which typically starts getting at its worst around like the middle of July, I believe. Sometimes the end of July. That's when I noticed that it's really at its worst. It's just crazy rain and winds everywhere, and then it stops raining. It's usually cloudy for several weeks, and it is extremely humid, very sticky. Every time I go outside, I just start sweating like crazy because it's like 100 degrees and it's like 70% humidity. It's ridiculous. But like I said, summer is officially here. Summer is gonna be approaching very soon for whoever's watching this, wherever you are. Summer is approaching very quickly, within the next month tops. You're gonna want some aloe vera for when you're out in the sun and you forget your sunscreen. You're gonna want aloe vera to soothe your sunburned skin and to just stay moisturized in general, because this works just as well as a lot of lotion. Anyway, this has been my review this has been my stupid review of Equate Soothing Gel Moisturizer with Aloe Vera.